Hey you guys, it's me, Kid91. I'm playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And playing this game got me thinking about Project Needle Mouse. As you all should know, that's Sonic 4. And how, I think this would be an awesome game, but reviewers are just going to give it 7 or 8 out of 10. Let me tell you why. This game is just about probably going to be the same thing. And this is what you all guys been whining and being pissed off about for the last decade, because Sonic has not been delivering. And the Sonic team is basically crap and been given a lot of crap games. Most of you guys are probably going to be like, oh man, they gave it a 7 or 8 out of 10? And I gotta tell you why. It's probably going to get that score because it's probably going to be the same thing. It's probably not going to be nothing spectacular, but yet it's tracing back to its roots. And that's why they're probably going to give it, 7 or 8 out of 10. It's not that the game is terrible. It's probably just going to be the same thing. And normally when games get 7s and stuff like that, it's usually because that it was a game, it's a remake, or it's just about the same thing. Doesn't mean that it's a bad game and that you shouldn't get it. It just means that it's just the same thing. And most of you guys, I'm pretty for sure that you're gonna look at the review points. You gotta stop looking at that. You have to look at the review, you have to read the reviews instead of just, oh, it's a terrible game. Some people don't just say it's a terrible game and they don't even read the reviews. The written review. That's why IGN or all those other places say check out the written reviews or whatever, because it gives you more of an insight rather than, looking at a review show or whatever. They give their opinion or whatever instead of going into full depth, because they only have a couple of minutes, to tell you what they want to tell you about the game, which is not that bad. But I'm pretty for sure that everybody's gonna get mad and say, oh man, I can't believe that, and, oh, I'm not gonna get the game. The game is gonna be awesome, okay? This is what you all been whining about for years, and that kind of gets me thinking. Dang, I lost. It's kind of getting me thinking about how Blackbine made his video. Talking about game review scores and how you shouldn't, judge by what somebody else is saying. As far as if a game got 6.9 or something like that, you shouldn't just judge it. You should read the written review first before you just go start judging it, because it's probably not going to give you the full insight of what the game really is about. Street Fighter 3, he mentioned Street Fighter 3, and that's an awesome game. It got a 79.99% press average. And I know that game is good, in my opinion. I think it's better than Street Fighter 4, on the technical side, but let's not get into all of that. I just gotta say, the game has been played in plenty tourneys, that stuff. It's been played in way too many tourneys to be called a stupid game. People wouldn't be buying and still playing this game today. They wouldn't even re-release it on a PlayStation 2 if it wasn't that good. It had to have been a good game. So if this game comes out, which I'm pretty for sure it will come out and be probably a 7 or 8, don't get mad. Don't get mad if it got that low of a score. It's not that bad. People were complaining about The Conduit, how it was a terrible game because of its press average. They didn't recognize, they didn't even read about it. They didn't even go to multiple sources. See, me, I go to multiple websites to see what was the big deal. And most of the people just say it was a generic FPS. If they would have known, if they would have, actually played the game, they would have figured out it was a pretty decent game. They just said, oh, it's a generic FPS, don't buy it. It's basically the same thing. Nobody's worried about it. And that's pretty stupid. But see, I'm not trying to bash the PlayStation 3 right now, but what can make my point valid is when MAG came out. Yes, that MAG coming out with no campaign, it got a 7.0 press average almost. It got a 7 press average, and everybody's going all hoopla. Oh, MAG is a great game. MAG is a great game, man, dude. Don't trip off those review scores. But, a couple of months ago, wasn't we hardcore gamers just complaining about that a couple of months ago? That it got a low score? And they know it was a good game? Trust me. It's basically the same thing. Read from multiple sources. Don't just trust IGN's press average score. Don't trust the score that they just give it. I keep dying. Don't just trust the points that they just give it. Just go to multiple sources and check the game out to see if it actually is good. That's all I got to say, and that's pretty much the end of my vlog. If Sonic ends up actually getting a 7 or 8, don't knock it. Read from multiple sources. And I'm pretty for sure that all of them are going to say it's retro, is going back to its old times. It's not a terrible game, but here's what could have been improved on it. That's all I got to say. Kid91 out. Make sure you join my chat site for Wii gamers. And anybody can come in there. It's for all gamers. www.kcsite.weebly.com. I'll be seeing you guys later.